2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And folks, you can feel the fierceness, the intensity of this series setting the tone prior to Game 3. Tonight we'll see the Toronto Raptors as they play against the Miami Heat at American Airlines Arena. For the Heat, after an overtime victory in Game 2, they've been able to rest and recover and look ready to tackle this third game of the series with renewed vigor. And though technically this is not an elimination game, it is clearly a borderline must-win game. Shaq, how do you see it?
Well, I feel like every game, unless you're up 3-0, is a must-win. You never know what will happen in the series to turn the tide.
I mean, Ernie, if you look at history, no one's come back from a 3-0 deficit. So this might not be a must-win, but it's a key win if you want to get back into the series. Take it one possession at a time.
Don't you know that some point, somebody has to do it?
You know what? Someone
Somebody has
will do
to
it.
come back.
I've actually seen a team down 3-0 tie it to 3-3.
Yeah, it's happened a few
I
times.
remember that. Our Denver Nuggets
It'll
tied
never
against
be done.
Utah.
Cut it
Tied
off.
at 3-3, sent it to a Game 7.
It will
I remember.
never be done.
Mutombo and his group did that.
No, I'll be 100 years old. I won't be here, so it will never be done. Because if I'm not here, I didn't see it.
So
it's
if
just
you're
never
not
done.
here, it didn't happen.
I don't know. I didn't see it.
So anything that happened before you never happened either?
I didn't see it. I can't confirm it.
Well, you know what's happening is if stuff happened before you, you're not going to confirm that either?
I didn't see it.
Okay.
So let's just get stitches. I didn't see nothing.
If something happens right down the hall and you didn't see it, it didn't happen.
Can't confirm it. Gotta confirm it.
That's just silly. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Welcome everyone to Game 3 of this Eastern Conference Round 1 matchup. 2-0 so far. Perhaps the tide can turn in this one. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's the Toronto Raptors and the Miami Heat. You look at Miami, they've been dominating this series, winning the first 2 games on the road. With a win here, they've taken almost insurmountable 3-0 lead.
And guys, basically, I think they locked this series up with the win here tonight. They've taken the momentum, winning those first 2 on the road. Now on their home court, they're right where they want to be.
You have to think so. I mean, they have a major upper hand in the series right now. The crowd can feel it too, so that's a bonus. They know what this game can do for their guys, and they're keyed up to make it happen.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. The star pair of Lowry and DeRozan are the guards. Brandon Bass is out there with Rudy Gobert, and it's Carroll in at the free throw. Now here's Gobert, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
Here's Wade. Count the bucket. Wade's got his first points of the night.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Dwayne Casey.
He told me they can't dwell on the first 2 games. However, even though this series may have a long way to go, he did use the term, quote, must win when describing this game. With no room for error, he's probably right. This series is over if they don't win it tonight, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Now here's Freak, following the miss by Kyle Lowry. Freak kicks to Bledsoe, 5 to shoot. There's Freak. Gobert pulls it in.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now, here's Lowry. Kicks it to Carroll. From deep. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Carroll's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Freak passes to Bledsoe. The shot is off. Gobert with the defensive effort. Carroll kicks to Lowry. Gobert, the screen. Passes it to DeRozan. The dish to Bass. Shoots from the elbow. That's good. Bass has got his first points of the game.
Yeah, great execution there to turn around such a difficult shot to defend.
Pass to Freak. In the corner, Winslow with it. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Freak kicks to Whiteside. Inside. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Wade.
Crafty pass work there, getting it down low for the easy deuce.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And DeRozan kicks to Carroll. Out to the right wing, to the middle. Here's pass. Rebound by the Heat. They are pumped right now after a big win on Sunday.
And that was not an easy game for them. I mean, they barely hung on at the end of regulation before they were able to pull it out in overtime.
And it could turn out to be one of their biggest wins of the season. I mean, just because of the way they came through when it mattered most. That's clutch play that could serve them well going forward.
Raptors with the lead. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Pass with a screen for DeRozan, right wing. Pass with out defended by Freak, and the foul called on Freak. And a new group in for the Heat. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Whiteside. Turner comes in for Winslow. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Dragic in for Eric Bledsoe. Here's DeRozan. Quiet so far offensively, switching for his first points of the game.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now here's Freak. Turner dishes to Stoudemire. And another. Once again, shot good from Freak. Freak's got his second bucket.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Terrence Ross is checked in for Toronto. .136 left here in the first quarter. All sorts of time. Here's Gobert. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The Raptors shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Now, gentlemen, two shots. Two shots.
He misses the free throw. Josh McRoberts is checked in for Freak. And he's good on the second. The Heat have gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. The 10-footer, Stoudemire, and that is good. And it's a tie ball game.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
Ross passes to Joseph. Gobert with a screen on Dragic. Gobert with a screen for Joseph. It's tipped. And Gobert gets to Ross. And he's good on the three ball. Ross has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. For Miami, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. It's Dragic with the drive, and the shot is good.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range, so I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Now here's Joseph. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Ross. Great D that time from Hardaway. For Miami, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting well. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. It's Dragic with the drive. Down low. And it's Stoudemire with the jam.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
Joseph with the ball. Gobert the screen. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here's Dragic. 1 second left. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Heat lead by 1. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And we're set to get started again for the next bit of action in this game 3. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp, not much stagnation at all on offense.
The Heat with the lead. Freak, he's in a power forward. T-Wade out there at Hudson. Then there's Whiteside, and it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Now here's Bledsoe. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. And he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Miami.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
And the Raptors making a change here. Carroll's checked in. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Raptors got the job done. He ended with 32 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that was something special.
And I love that no matter what approach they tried against him, nothing worked. I mean, he was ready for everything.
It makes you wonder what kind of defense they'll throw at him tonight. I mean, however they choose to play him, it's still going to take a special effort to keep him under control.
Wade has the open look. Cannot hit. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Lowry with the ball. Eric Bledsoe covering. Picked by Bergeron. Lowry dishes 2 to Rosen. Takes a shot at the elbow. Jump shot is good that time. DeRozan's got the opening field goal the second quarter for Toronto. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Now let's take a brief moment to see which teams were the best at shooting the ball from deep in the regular season. The Heat in second. In fourth, the Raptors.
We've got a pair of teams here that weren't shy about shooting from way downtown. I mean, they loved the three-point line, and with good reason. They were getting it done from back there.
Now, here's Lowry. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Bass passes to Carroll. Raptors get it back. He feeds it to Lowry. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Bass, got a piece of it. Wade against Bass. Wade kicks to Freak. Back to Wade. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
They're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks that coach for.
Here's DeRozan after the made shot from Dwayne Wade. That is good. Bass has got his second bucket of the game to go. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Lowry dishes to DeRozan. Inside, Bass. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
Stoudemire's checked in for the Heat. Rogic comes in for Dwayne Wade. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter, with about 3 minutes gone by. To the inside. Got a hand on it. And it's the Heat on the break. Bledsoe's got the ball. High post, Stoudemire. Good ball movement here by Miami. Feeds it to Freak to the right side. Bledsoe kicks to Freak. Shot clock at 6. Stoudemire, the screen. Outside for Bledsoe. And it's Miami with another. No shortage of drama here early on.
Well, neither team can grasp control of this thing. I mean, both teams trying to get a hold of it.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Now, here's Bass. He's got 6. Pass to Carroll. Dishes it to DeRozan. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. DeRozan's got 6.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's Stoudemire, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Blowing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Toronto.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
And the first one at the line is good. A different look for Miami. Josh McRoberts is checked in for Freak. Turner comes in for Winslow. Hardaway is subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up. I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
1:36 left in the first half of the game. And now as Raw's running, he can go all the way.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific. And I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals.
Shots good by Turner.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
The Raptors have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 for 10. They set the pick. Here's Joseph. Hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. The feet to Carroll. Front past the arc. Can't get it to go.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early.
Ross against Dragic. He dishes it to McRoberts. The Heat need to get a shot off. And the foul on Amari Stoudemire. That's his first foul. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. And here is Joseph. 16 seconds left to play in the first half. Carroll with the screen on Dragic. 5 to shoot. Here's Joseph. But they'll get another chance. Ross with a wide open look. Now what? They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. And so it's tied as we head to halftime. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Dwayne, give us some sense about the team you're facing right now on the floor and the type of game they're playing.
Oh, they're playing a good game. You know, they came out and made adjustments, so, you know, it's our job now to go on a lot here and see what they made adjustments and come out and make it. You know, we're going to continue to play the end.
Dwayne, thank you. The NBA, always a chess match, gentlemen.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. And we're back to the action here in this round one matchup. Freak really making a difference here.
And he really just broke out the entire arsenal of post moves there in that first half.
And I think he might even have a few more tricks up his sleeve. I mean, he'll break them out as we start heading down the stretch. I'm sure of that.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for Toronto right now, Lowry and DeRozan are the guard tandem. Jamari Carroll is out there with Brandon Bass. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, heading the middle.
Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
Lowry against Bledsoe. Now Carroll. And DeRozan kicks to Carroll. And it's Freak with the rebound.
I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Back to Wade. Tries it from 9. And another basket for Miami.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Here is Bass. After the made shot from Dwayne Wade. Can't hit from 12. Third quarter of basketball. About a minute and a half in. Onto the right wing. Freak kicks to Winslow. And he makes no mistake on the shooting zone.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, G, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Now, here's Wade, and it's Bledsoe off the drive. Gobert pulls it in.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
Carroll against Wade. The pass to DeRozan. Fires from 18. And yes, sir, that one drops. DeRozan's got 8 points.
Maybe with that, the lid on this basket will be lifted for him.
Give it up for your defensive. Nobody was better at cleaning the glass than this group of players. Here are the regular season's top rebounders. Rudy Gobert is second.
You know, Kevin, you look at his numbers, and without question, one of the reasons he made it to the postseason is because of how he rebounded the basketball all year long.
Anderson Varejão's checked in for Gobert. Miami leading by 4. Wade outside. He kicks it to Freak. Lights on a screen. And Bledsoe, here we go. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
2.
He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively, they desperately need a basket.
Use that pick to get in close. Bass has got 8 points.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
Wade, good.
Oh, wow. 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Pass with a screen for DeRozan. Jumper off the screen, and it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Wade outside. Lights on a screen, and a wide open look for Freak. No good with the triple. Raptors trail by 5. Dash a screen on Bledsoe. And DeRozan. Here we go. It's deflected. Now here's Winslow. Not a lot of room. Freak passes to Whiteside. DeRozan against Wade. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Here's Whiteside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Now it's a 7-point Miami lead. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Eric was saying to his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
And thank you, Doris. Here's Kravitz onto Hardaway. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Hardaway has got his first 3 points of the game. 1:39 left to play here in the third. Here's Page. And no good. The try spell continuing for him. The Heat leading by 10. It's Dragic with the drive. Freak kicks to Hardaway. Stoudemire, the screen. Over in the corner, Turner all alone. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Toronto, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Hardaway with the steal. A finish. Pushes it down to finish the break.
Agility leads to thievery there as he got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points than the open floor.
And it's DeRozan missing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Dragic with it, now guarded by DeRozan. To the paint. It's deflected, but they'll get another chance.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
The Heat shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. No good on the free throw. The Raptors making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. And he sinks the second. Raptors trail by 13. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Good.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Now here's Dragic, guarded closely. Freak. It's Dragic with the drive. Kicks it to Freak. Shot clock at 5. And Dragic gets it to go on the assist by Freak. Freak's got 4 assists now tonight. And so here's Toronto. DeRozan. No good there. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Heat out front as they end the third quarter on a 20-6 run. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. And we welcome you back to our coverage of Round 1 in the NBA playoffs. Raptors trail by 14. Freak in at power forward. Bledsoe is out there with Dwayne Wade. Then it's Winslow, and it's Whiteside in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the 4 for Miami. Now here's Bass. Eric Bledsoe with the rebound.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Page passes to Gobert. Lowry has the open look. It's good from long range. Lowry's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Raptors. Bledsoe dishes to Winslow. Passes it to Freak. Dwayne Wade on the wing. Now here's Freak. Pass to Bledsoe. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gobert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Damari Carroll checked in for the Raptors. Here's Wade. And it's Wade again missing.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Inside. If it goes in, the Miami lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Carroll.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Heat leading by 9. Bledsoe kicks to Wade. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Again, the miss by the Heat. Lowry against Bledsoe. Outside Lowry. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, but also give them credit for the layups they've had tonight after strong drives to the basket.
Now here's Freak, and it's Whiteside off the drive. Bledsoe passes to Freak. Shot clock at 6. Down low. And it's Whiteside. That time on the assist by Freak. Freak's got his 5th assist in this one. Outside Lowry. Here's the dish to Gobert. Good work defensively by Whiteside.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And Bledsoe, here we go. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Bass. Bledsoe dishes to Freak. Back to Bledsoe. Here's the 3. They get it again.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Freak. He has 8 points and 3 blocks. He's doing all the things you can ask of a player in the low post.
Definitely, it's the blocks, the rebounds, you name it, he's done it.
Free throw good, Freak.
All right, keep fighting. Keep fighting. All right, do your best this one, all right? Let's go.
And both free throws good from Freak.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll up top.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, guys, I was able to hear Dwayne Casey coaching his team during that break. He told his guys, it's time to turn it up a little and try to make a push. We've worked too hard to come away empty-handed. Let's put this thing away. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
Thank you, Doris. Bledsoe against Lowry. Gobert, the screen. Lowry kicks to Carroll. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now here's Freak. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Joseph. Raptors trail by 9. Outside Lowry. DeRozan with a screen for Lowry. He feeds it to DeRozan. Really left alone that.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
For Miami, they've gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Freak kicks to Winslow. Freak sets a screen for Winslow. Can't hit.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. I'm sure he appreciated it.
Carroll, no one around him. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to rally and get back into it.
And Greg, it was really their defense just as much as their offense that served as the real catalyst. And I think it allowed them to put that run together. Well, I like the way they're sharing the ball, and Bledsoe right in the middle, spreading it around.
And Miami making a change here. Dragic is checked in. And scored by Freak. Here's Wade. That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic. And now it's an 8-point Heat lead.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
DeRozan passes to Lowry. Back to DeRozan. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Leans from outside. Offensive rebound. Tries again. And it's blocked by Whiteside. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. Rosen dishes to Banks. Over Whiteside.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Bass can't get it to go.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
4 on the shot clock. Here's Freak. That 3 off the mark. Deep 2 from Carroll. And again, Toronto no up.
That's one he knows he should have drank.
Wade kicks to Freak. There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. Free. 2.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaking. And the second of 2 is good. That will put them up by 9.
A slight hiccup at the line, but he did what he needed to finish this game off.
You got time. Don't rush up. Get the best look.
Joseph, the pass to Varejao. Outside DeRozan. There's the three, and he gets the bucket.
And since the start of the fourth quarter, that three-point shot has just been there.
Yeah, exactly. Doing an excellent job, I think, finding the open guy on the perimeter. And the three-pointer is a major weapon for him right now in these quarters.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Lowry. And so it's Miami winning this one. You have to think at this point, up 3-zip. It's only a matter of time now, Greg, and so this series is in the books.
This victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in Game 4.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And coming up next, the postgame show with Ernie Johnson, Shaq, and Kenny the Jet.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He was the steady and reliable hand throughout the game tonight, stepping into more of a leadership role in this performance tonight.
I know Freak's going to have a lot of people back home in Harlem extremely proud of the way he played tonight. And they should be proud of him because his play was genius. Just a textbook example of how to gain a mental edge and continue to exploit it.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show. But not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
And that will wrap up this round one broadcast of the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. For Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson, and we'll see you again as the NBA playoffs continue.